or scholar, as I said, it's mentioned his name earlier, Abdullah Jargoon. He found that 9 and 10, when you look at the Quran in general, in the numbers of the ayahs and the order of the surahs, number of the surah in itself, you will find that this is a system, 9 and 10, 9 and 10 in everything. This is an example. So he gave an example, which is I mentioned earlier, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned that we have the odd, which is min kulli shayin khalaqna zawjayni la'allakum tadhakkarun. So from everything we created two male and female, or two odd. وَالشَّفْعِ وَالْوَتْرِ, he mentioned the odd and the even. So then he said, when we look at any surah, it is either فردية الآيات فردية الترتيب، زوجية الآيات زوجية الترتيب، or فردية الآيات زوجية الترتيب، زوجية الآيات فردية الترتيب. So means الفاتحة, for example, the number is, it's number what? 1. How many ayahs? 7. So the number of the surah is odd and the ayahs are odd. Surah Al-Baqarah, what's the number? 2. How many ayahs? 286. Which means that this surah is an even number and even ayahs in this. There is surahs, you'll find it no. The number of the ayah may be 9 and ayahs 128, for example. And there is a surah, its number is 10, but the total of the ayahs is 119. So, what he found? He found the surahs which is had odd number of the ayahs, 54 only. And the surahs which is odd, which is even, is 60. How anyone can divide it in this way? And you can see clearly there is a link between 9 and 10. 9 is the biggest number, the biggest digit. And 10 is the smallest number. Am I right? So if we talk about units and tens, okay. So 9 is the biggest unit. And 10 is the smallest 10 when we talk about the tens. So here we'll see that the ayahs, the surahs which has only odd number is 54. Which means that if we look, 6 times 9. And if we look at the surahs which has even number, we'll find it 60. Which means what? 6 times 10. And how something like this can be done by a human being or any person on this earth to find there's 114 surahs, 6,236 ayahs, and then he split them in odd and even and do it in this way. So when you look at this relation, you'll find it wherever you look in the Quran, in the numbers of the ayahs, the order of the surahs, you'll find 9 and 10 is there. Now, then we'll divide this to another step now. We said the ayahs which is odd number 54. Now we'd like to see which of these surahs which has odd numbers has odd order and even order. Are you with me, brothers? So means, is it 1 or 2 in the number order? So these 54, when they calculate them, they find exactly 27 had odd order, and 27 has even order. Then they will go to the 60 surahs, which has even numbers. They'll find again exactly 30 surahs are with the odd number, and 30 surahs with the even number. Subhanallah. How can someone, how Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam or anyone can do this? Now, when you try to add up the number of the surahs from 1 to 114, gives you 6555. Do you know how many ayahs in the Quran? 6236. 6236. Now, if we do a relation between 6236 and 655, we'll find the difference is 345, which is again has a relation with Ayatul Muddathir, which is عليها 19. So remember the 345, they calculated عليها 19. 10, how many letters? 3. 9 4. عليها 5. 3, 4, 5. So in a way, this relation between the two numbers, between 6555 minus 6236, is inserted in that surah عليها, in that ayah عليها 19. And again, brothers, there is many of these examples, and all of these examples that I mentioned, they are simple examples. But there is more complicated ones, which is, for me, as I am doing this research and doing this study, I find this something hard. So I'd like to finish this with 2-3 examples also of the numbers in the Quran. All of us, we know that the surahs of the Quran is 114. This number 114 available in Surah Al-Fatiha. How? Al-Basmala, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, 19 letters. Then how many ayahs after Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim we have? 6. 19 times 6 equal 114. So this is the number. And we look, for example, at some words. Alhamdu, which is in Surah Al-Fatiha. Alhamdu, how many letters? 5. Go to the Quran and find how many surahs in the Quran started with Alhamdu. You'll find it 5. Not more, not less. Al-Fatiha, Al-An'am, Al-Kahf, Saba, Fatir. Only these 5 surahs, which started with Alhamdu. And as I said, there is many other examples. I hope this presentation gave you an idea about the miracle order of the Quran. When we study this miracle in this way, and we don't try to push the things or squeeze it or bring numbers to do other numbers, it is fine, in my opinion. Where is the dangerous? The dangerous when we try to squeeze the things out and try to link this with that, and then it will be chaos, really. I read some articles about this, and I find the people, they are linking things together without a proof. Just try to put their idea forward. Just before I finish, I remembered one beautiful example, and the one who did this is called Abdul Daim Kahi, and he's one of the researchers. I agree with some of his work, but I don't agree with some of his work. But one of the beautiful words he did about Surah Al-Kahf. Surah Al-Kahf spoke about the story of the Kahf. نحن نقص عليك نبأهم بالحق إنهم فتية. So he counted the words from نحن to 300 سنين وازدادوا 9 قل الله أعلم بما لبثوا. He counted the words. And he find until 300 وازدادوا 9, he found it only 300 words. Then he counted the numbers of that ayah, he found it 9 words. So this is something really amazing. And the proof that even this number 309, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stored it in the ayah in itself. So when you go and count, again, I'm not saying to you now from tomorrow, open the Quran and start counting. No, this is not the idea. It is بالعربية يقول هذا شيء للاستئناس. يعني it is just to support your idea. Like Ibrahim alayhi salam, when he said to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, قال ربي أرني كيف تحيي الموتى. Show me how you make them alive. قال ولم تؤمن. قال بلى ولكن ليطمئن قلبي. So you don't believe? He said no, I believe, but I'd like to find more iman. So this information, and if you go to the internet, you'll find many examples, and there is many websites about this subject. The idea is, take this as extra proof. You are talking, for example, to a non-Muslim, someone has some ideas about the Quran and some doubts and do these things. You can use this to convince or give them a clear proof that no one can argue about it. So, because it is something clear. We are talking about numbers, and these numbers are there. What we need only to count, and this is what they did. They did all these calculations, and even these days there's some programs will help you to do all these things. I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that all of us will benefit from what we heard, and I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make all of us servants of the Holy Quran, to introduce it to Al-Alameen. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. There is any question?
Yeah.
So,
Who decides about the relations? For example, you mentioned that there is a miracle with the number 9 and number 10, with relationship to the odd and even. Who discovered this rule? Or is it something applicable? Or just
yes, no, the thing is, this person, because I know him personally, he was studying this, and he found, because the number 19 is before, as I said to you, 40 years ago, started to talk about 19. Then he found there is a relation between 9 and 10. Then he started doing his calculation and found the results. So the results supported the idea that 9 and 10. Because there is other studies about 7. So this Abdul Kahil, he has a book about Mu'jizat al-Raqam 7. So he found that there is many things, it is to do with number 7. And he started with the first time mentioned Surah Al-Baqarah, 7 samawat, the number of this ayah. Then when it mentioned the last time in the Quran in Surah Al-Naba, he calculated the numbers and he found it, you can divide it in 7. So, and I remember I read a study before about number 23. And the whole thing is that this is what I believe, that there is no doubt that there is a numerical miracle in the Quran. So someone will discover this, someone will discover the other thing. But the proofs that Abdullah, he gives about 9 and 10 is many. Many. Yani I can send you the study he did, inshallah, or anyone interested in.
It would be interesting if we can share it.
Yeah, yes, inshallah.
Jazakallah.
Where's that? Any other question?
Assalamu alaikum.
Tafadhal.
Mine is not question, but for inshallah, I would like Sheikh to also try to put, even if it's summary, not direct translation of some of these proof in English, so that inshallah it will be more understandable to non-Arabic speaking.
Yes. My plan was to do the presentation in English, this one. But subhanallah, the time and thing didn't help me. But inshallah, I will do this and I will send it to the brothers, then they can share it, inshallah. And this should push you to learn Arabic then. No. Okay, جزاكم الله خير. بارك الله فيكم. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك.